Hey guys, welcome to our Let 'em Run BRISnet Play of the Day segment here on Wednesday. My name is Freddie York, Freddie Bro York, here without my partner John Costin. I am here in the Let 'em Run studios, which you can see in the background, which is basically a spare bedroom here in my condo. John Costin, he did the show Monday from the beaches at St. Croix, I believe, while his cruise ship was out there in the Mediterranean or whatever sea he was at. But point is, that's why we call John, or my good buddy, the traveling handicapper. So, but just welcome once again to our Wednesday segment of BRISnet Play of the Day. BRISnet Play of the Day is what we'll be seeing today. So I'd like to take a minute to thank our primary sponsor for this particular segment, BRISnet.com, where you could get some excellent handicapping information, which we use quite a bit in making our picks today, and when we make our picks on Monday, and also when we look at our races in depth a little bit more on Friday and Saturday. So again, if you check out the streaming on the bottom of the show here, the show schedule's up there Monday and Wednesday. We have our show at 2 p.m., which is right now, basically. We decided to do something a little different. I had a little powwow with my buddy, John Costa. We talked about it. On Monday, he did the carryover pick six at Turfway Park, which at the time was way up there for a Monday card. I think it paid out $965 to the winner, so clearly there was a lot of chalk, but certainly it was an exciting thing to watch. But that was Monday's show, covered the Monday race. Wednesday show today is going to cover a race Wednesday rather than looking ahead. So today we're going to cover race 9 at Tampa. So today, race 9 at Tampa. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just want to mention a few housekeeping or just some information that's interesting to talk about. We have 73 days until the Kentucky Derby. 73 days till the first Saturday in May. This weekend, there's only one Derby prep race, and that prep race is at Turfway Park, the John Battaglia Memorial. Good field, good, nice size field of 12. I think there are one also eligible in there, so it's going to be a big field. Certainly, it's looking like the showdown between the inside horse, the number 1 Street Beast, and the outside horse, the number 12, Two Out Hero. Interesting name for anybody who's involved in baseball. Having a 2 Out Hero on your team is always a good idea. So we're going to talk about, as I mentioned today, we're going to talk about race 9 at Tampa Bay Downs. There's a mile on turf coming out of the chute again, like our buddy Wadey from Boots on the Ground at Tampa always tells us, got to pay attention to that. Sometimes your outside horses have a little trouble with that. We'll talk about how that could impact our BRISnet Play of the Day shortly. It's a field of 10. So again, there's a good size field here to bet on. There were no scratches other than the 11 through 14 also eligible. So full field of 10. So good betting opportunity. The likely favorite, rightly so, is going to be number 9, Cocktail Kisses. Well, so it could be Cocktail Wishes and Kisses, both. Anyway, Cocktail Kisses being ridden by Marin, the premier jockey there, the number 1 Prime Power. He's 19% on turf. He's a good jockey as there is, 27% on turf, 19%. Trained by Matthew Kintz. Looks to be the likely winner of the race. Yes, it does. However, that is not our pick of the day. Our BRISnet pick of the day is going to follow the number 6 horse. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right or not, but Promaha. If the J is silent, that's going to be a Promaha. This horse being ridden by Jesus Castanon. I love this horse. I love this jockey on turf. Good jockey on turf. Definitely has an opportunity to take this horse. Up there, we talked about, or at least I'm talking about what's up there. The uh, elements that I think make us likely to why we picked this horse. 10-1 morning line is very helpful. Certainly, you may want to think about using this horse with the favorite in the exacta. Certainly, a nice price on top would be 10-1, or somewhere in the neighborhood of 8-9 to 10-1. I think this horse might get bet down a little bit. I like the light bulb angle. Last time out, the horse won pretty impressively in a decent field of 9 horses. It was supposed to be on turf, was taken off the turf, put on a good dirt track, but the horse looked pretty good. Jesus Castanon is staying on for this ride. Basically broke his maiden after, about 9 tries. Not terrible. Generally gave his all, except if he was on synthetic, or early in his career he was on dirt. They finally put him on turf, and he seems to be a better horse since he's gotten on turf. Again, broke his maiden last out. I think it was ready to go. Great trainer. Maria Bowersock is great trainer down there at Tampa Bay. I think so. This horse at 10-1, I think, has a very good chance to win. Certainly, I don't see a lot of speed in the race. I don't know who is really going to get the lead. There's a lot of horses that look like they want to come from behind. The 4 may get the lead. I think the 4 is probably going to try and get the lead, because I really don't see a lot of horses in here who have speed coming out of the gate. And I think the 6, our horse, Pramaha, has some tracking type speed. The last race, there was 9 horses in the field. This horse was right up there with the front runners. Decent pace for 23 seconds. It was the quarter, 48 seconds was the half. So right now, shortening up to a mile. It's raced last couple times on a mile on a good turf. Not sure he liked the good turf. This firm turf today at Tampa, I think that'll give this horse a little better early foot. Again, not to take the lead. I don't see this horse taking the lead. I see this horse being up there with the front runners and tracking, and hopefully that light bulb goes off again, and then the jockey realizes and the horse realizes it's time to hit that button, push button, go button, and off they go at 10-1. So let's take a look at that as our BRISnet pick of the day here. The number 6, Pramaha, 10-1, Jesus Castanon, jockey, Maria Bowersock, trainer. Again, if you're looking to play an exacta, I would certainly use the 9. I think it's basically going to be the 6 and the 9 coming to the wire, and hopefully the 6 is able to get their head in front of the 9, at least even the nose in front of the 9, whatever it takes to get in front of the 9. So that's our BRISnet pick of the day. Be sure to watch it this afternoon. Like I said, it's live. It'll be on at, I believe it's 4 something, 4:50. So right before dinner time. Looking for something to do right before dinner. Check it out, 450 a mile on turf. Up there, it's a claiming $16,000 non-winners of 2. So again, some of these horses have been in this condition for a long time. Certainly the number 6, Pramaha, just broke the maiden, so it hasn't been in this condition for a long time. It took a while to break the maiden. I think this horse is going to work through conditions pretty clearly, pretty easily. So keep an eye on this horse to check it out. Again, the number 9 horse, Pramaha, 10-1. The light bulb angle, Jesus Castanon staying on board. Also had, I forgot to mention this, it's in my notes here, the highest BRIS last out speed rating by quite a lot over almost every other horse in the field except the 9. So I think those 2, again, are going to be near the front, or at least have a nice finish that they will be able to come to the wire together. And I would anticipate and look for the 6 to be up front. So there's our pick. Again, once again, I'd like to thank BRISnet. You can check out BRISnet.com for a lot of good handicapping information that we often use here. Again, just mention the highest BRIS last out speed rating was the number 9, or the number 6. The second one, right behind the 6, was the 9, but the 6 had the highest BRISnet speed rating. So that's another angle we look at. So take a look at BRISnet.com, our sponsor. Again, thank them for being a part of a Sports Talk Media Network who gives us the opportunity to do this broadcast. Once again, you'll be seeing us on Friday at 3 p.m., releasing me. Not sure if John will be joining us. He may be traveling, coming back home on Friday. We may try and get a guest on to join us. On Friday, we're going to break down the Kentucky Derby prep race. 20 points is at Turfway Park. That race goes off at late 9:55 Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be a late night to watch that race. 9:55 on a Saturday night. That'll be cool. If you're looking for something to do late at night, there'll be a 20-point Derby prep race. That's actually the only prep race being run this weekend. There's no other Oaks prep races, and that is the only Derby prep race. After this weekend, it's going to heat up. This prep race on Saturday, the John Battaglia Memorial Race, is worth 20 points. After this, I think most, if not all the Derby preps are 50 points, and then towards the end, there's even a 100-point race. But most of them are going to be 50 points. So you're going to see the Derby prep races heating up quite a bit. Next weekend, March is going to be a big month. Right up until the middle of April, will be a lot of action going on with horses that are looking to get into the Kentucky Derby, with some prep points. So good luck. Just remember to bet smart, cheer hard, and fast. Horses can sometimes equal some serious fun. And like we always like to say, let them run. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Join us again on Friday at 3 p.m. for our happy hour. On Saturday for 12:30 for a wraparound show where we're going to cover the late pick 5 at Gulfstream Park. And then again on Sunday at 11 a.m. for a wrap-up show. So we're going to continue to provide good podcasts. Looking forward for my buddy John Costin getting back aboard. We anticipate him for sure being on the show with us on Saturday. So he's going to be down at Monmouth again, participating in the last National Handicapping Championship contest for this year, for the one that's coming up in March or April. That's the last one to get in. So, John, good luck. Hopefully we'll get you in there. So talk to you then. Have a good day. Good luck. Don't forget, let them run. And anytime you can, let them run. It's a good thing. So let them run. Hopefully they run late today at around 4:50. We see our number 6.